a lot that goes into these. They come in thousands and thousands of pieces. But when they're done, they're right and they're ready to roll. We're here in the shop today, and the guys are closing in on completion here on this 2231. This is a heavy duty 5-bolt hub, 1 5/8" coil machine. And I want to do a quick video to kind of not completely show you how they get put together, because that would take a very long time to show you that. But I want to show you some of what goes into it. So these tools are on 5-inch spacing, and when they come into us, these coils are stacked into like those big wooden crates. On this tool, there would have been 4 of those big wooden crates that all of those are stacked in, and then all of these are stacked in a crate as well. So this frame is perfectly bare, and so we have to go across here and mark where every one of these coulter mounts go. So we mark it, we put the U-bolt in, we tighten it up, and then as we are tightening up these nuts, we have to move this mount left or right to make sure that it gets centered on that line. Another thing that we do is we indicate if this coulter is a left or a right. These coils come in lefts and rights. As you can see here, this hub is pointing in, this hub is pointing out. So you can see right there, it shows pointing out. Another thing that we are indicating when we're making these marks is if it's a swivel mount or a rigid mount. So you can see here, this one's rigid, so it has that mark. This one swivels, it does not have that mark. So those are kind of some language signals that we make when we're building these tools, so that the guys, it's kind of a way of communicating with each other and knowing, you know, hey, this coulter is a left swivel, or this one is a right rigid. So if you ever need one of those coils, you can see standing behind it, they point different directions. Now in the past, we used to take this coil spring and we would get down on the ground with 2 guys and we would shove this coil shaft up into this housing. There's bushings up in this housing, and then we would hurry up and run this bolt through here. Now today, with the handy dandy crane, it makes it a one-man job, no sweat, no nothing, because you can imagine how heavy these suckers are. We just wrap that strap around there, hit the button on the crane, line it up, and just casually put the bolt in there. So a lot nicer. We get to spend a lot more time on attention to detail when building these, rather than, you know, getting caught up in trying to wrestle these things around. The next step here is going to be putting these another washer and a lock nut right on there, and then after that we'll bolt on the blades, and then we'll bolt the weights onto the frame accordingly to where they go. And then back here, we'll do the harrows and rolling baskets. The harrows and rolling baskets come pre-assembled. They come in different lengths. So here you can see a stack of coil tying harrows, and there's 3 different lengths there. You've got the real short one up top, medium, and then 2 longs. And then the basket arms right here, this is what will bolt up to those black plates right there on the frame. So those will bolt up, and then the rolling baskets will bolt up to the very end of those arms. So a lot that goes into that. This is a rear hitch that also can mount up here onto the tool when they're done. But a lot going on, a lot that goes into here. I mean, just look at the table full of hardware, bolts, nuts. There's an instruction layout sheet. Look at all those washers, all those U-bolts. We lay it all out on this table so we can see the part numbers. Everyone has its own part number. some hydraulic fittings. And then the book, here it kind of shows how to bolt the blades on and the coil mounts. But the book will call out all these part numbers. So we know, you know, hey, it's a 1/2 inch bolt, but we want to double check that part number, make sure it's the right length. So a lot that goes into these. They come in thousands and thousands of pieces. But when they're done, they're right and they're ready to roll. This is a Salford 2231. We'll have it done probably late today. Thanks for tuning in.